of the game. I hear prayers, all of them throw. You can take it, all of the good and you can pay it. But tell me who's gonna make it. I am the game, you don't play me. I am in control, no way you can shut me.
Hey everybody, got a few people up here. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's another Wednesday Night Live, episode 88. I hope you guys can hear us. We got some few technical difficulties we had. We've worked our way through them, I think.
So yeah, near about.
We're hoping you can hear us. Maybe you can.
We're getting another day closer to our nightmare before Christmas.
Okay. Hey Edna. Hey Connie. How are y'all? And the Chas, the one and only.
The Chas.
Okay. Let's see. Trying to turn this thing. I hope you guys can hear us. Like I said, we were having some natural problems that we have every week.
Yeah.
With camera and audio. Santa Claus is going to bring us some new equipment, though. Y'all stay tuned. Santa Claus is going to bring us some new studio equipment. Now, it might take us a whole 88 more episodes to figure out how to use it. But Santa Claus is bringing us some new stuff.
I hope so.
Absolutely. Yes, girl. You know we want you to come on. We sent you a little link for sure. Anyway, my name is, what is my name?
Your name is Father.
My name is Father.
Father.
My name is Father the Son.
And this is our Down South's new Paratech device.
What is that?
Paratech.
Paratech. Okay, where'd you get that?
I ordered it from Angel at Durham Paranormal. He knows a guy who makes these devices.
So what's Angel do? What's he do? What's Durham Paranormal? Tell me about it.
Durham.
It's a good plug for Durham Paranormal. We're doing a commercial for all your paranormal investigating
equipment needs.
There they are.
Talk to Durham Paranormal. Angel Lopez.
Yeah, all day long.
Talk to Angel at any point in time. Get you some nice paranormal equipment.
He doesn't. I think
he don't make the Paratech.
There we go.
But he's got the hookup for it.
Yeah, this is one of the few things he doesn't make. Doesn't mean he can't make it. I guarantee he can make it.
He probably can make it.
Just he found someone that can source it a little bit cheaper maybe, and he stays too busy to mess with it. And Riley's in a hurry as always. So
yeah,
I'm just talking. I have no clue.
Probably so.
But this is from Durham Paranormal. What is this thing? I know it's a Paratech. It says Paratech, but what does it do?
It's basically an Ovilus on steroids.
Okay. It's an Ovilus. It's definitely smaller. A lot smaller LCD screen.
It's got
a little robot voice.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just fill everybody in. Let's just fill everybody in. Anyway, let's see. Okay, Connie said tell us about it. I think that means you guys can hear us. That's good.
I'm not 100% sure how big of a dictionary comes with your typical Ovilus like we have, but this is dictionary and this one is much larger. This one stores 2,000 different words in its dictionary that comes with it.
Okay, so it's got a bigger glossary of words to use, more than the Ovilus. So we used this thing. Riley, naturally, he broke it in right out here in this studio. You guys, the ones who follow us, what's up, V? V likes. Guess what V likes?
Gus.
V, you're not going to believe it, V. But, the thing said, yes, it does believe. You hear that?
Yeah.
Yes or no mode. Do you believe I made a V Likes Go shirt this morning while I was waiting for donuts to proof? It's calibrating.
Let's hear the response.
It's calibrating. So, yeah, V, I made you a shirt this morning at 4:30 a.m. And I forgot to bring it home. He likes ghosts. Yeah, he likes ghosts.
Yeah, he's about to see how much B likes ghosts. He's about to have a daggone shirt to prove.
So this thing does take a few minutes where it does calibrate a little bit. It takes takes a few minutes versus the Ovilus usually pops right on and boots up.
Spits right out.
But that's okay. I like this because it doesn't take up a lot of room. Man, you can actually put this thing right in your shirt pocket if you were. Speaking of pockets, we got some vests. Down south, we got some vests now, guys. And
down south, we'll be having vests to wear on their investigations this year coming up. We've actually got them now to finish the year out.
It just said announce. What are you going to announce? So we jumped to that. So Riley, I know you guys, most of you know he's paralyzed on his left side. Hold up your left arm. Oh, you can't. Sorry.
Oh, the fudge.
I just had to do it.
What the fuck?
Easy now. So he's at a law. A lot of times when he walks, he can walk without the cane. Some, but in going upstairs and hills and low places, he uses a cane a lot because his balance is not 100%.
Semi off.
Yeah. And depth perception, your vision when you got in your accident, you lost half your vision, half your hearing. So it's amazing you get around as good as you do.
Joy to the world.
So, he was told he'd never get out of a wheelchair, but he's beat that one. That's a fact. But anyway, I jumped to something else. So we did get some vests with a lot of pockets, thanks to V and Angel. We were talking about it. Man, we need to find some vests to wear so Riley can tote more equipment.
Yeah,
so he's got a vest now, which is a great thing with lots of pockets. So this will fit right in it. Okay. So we tried this thing out here. You tried it out.
Yeah.
So we know we've had a little something going on out here in the last couple of months.
Yeah, and that thing confirmed it.
And guys, this thing did confirm that we had a little spirit action out here. But what it did say, whether it's lying or not, it said it did not come from a investigation. It wasn't something we bring it in. It was something that's been here.
Which, I mean, is actually if you think about it, it actually may make sense because you and me have had spirit box communication back on this farm that we live on.
Yeah, I mean, this land's been around where the creek's right in our backyard just about.
Yeah.
Boats used to go up and down the creek back in the day. And cattle. Yeah, there was cattle on the
cattle. Yeah.
So it's farmland we live on. And of course there was back in the Civil War times, they were shipping between us, Goldsboro and New Bern, things were shipped down the creek. So part of the Civil Wars took place here, Indian grounds here. So there's all kinds of things that spirit action that's probably right on this land we didn't know about.
Yeah.
Not only that this building wasn't always here. We moved this building from the farm across the street.
Yeah.
We moved it over here and turned it into this. So there's, this building's probably 80 years old.
Yeah.
And so there's no telling what might have come with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Looks like we got Chastity on. We'll bring her up here. I know you guys really want to see her. Y'all don't care about us. Oh, she said I'm backstage.
Don't
hey
say
now.
that. That's not fair. They do care about you.
We want to see you too. We're just like them, don't we? It ain't just them, it's us too.
Yep.
You had a great Lights at Midnight was awesome Monday. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. I need to share.
Yeah, it was good. You did good. I mean, of course you did good, but
I need to share that to the Down South page, the Lights at Midnight's podcast you did.
So you said I need to share that or dat?
That.
Okay, sound like DAT.
I'm sorry, I'm not Young Thug. Yeah. I didn't say that. I said that.
Okay. All right, we're validating that. So we got all kinds of validation tonight. Brittany's up here.
I can hear you though on your speakers.
You can?
Yeah.
So that's why we got something coming. We got something. Okay. We got Santa Claus is bringing us some stuff. We're gonna have to get us some earphones.
Yeah.
Yep. We kind of, and is this the first time you've heard that?
Oh, hell yeah. That thing said
resolve.
Yeah. Resolve the issues with the earphones and stuff.
Yeah, the ghost will be like, "This, I don't hear me anymore. Not much, so it's much better."
So, it took me, I just realized that Riley and I just talked about this, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. about wondering if people could hear their self talking, and we've always had audio issues, and I wonder if that's part of it. I didn't have enough sense to think. It's fine as long as it's just us two talking, but when we invite someone on, this is happening.
Yeah.
Have you heard yourself before up here?
No, this is the first time, but whatever you've done, it's made it a lot lower, so more tolerable probably to me and to the people listening. You'll have to look in the chat, though. I am streaming tonight. I haven't done it in a while, but I am. Oh, God, that thing scared me. I am streaming to our Appalachian Nightmare because since we're doing a bunch of big updates, it's been a while. So just to let everybody know, you can stay on Riley and Greg's channel. Don't start switching. Stay where you're at. And I'm going to let other people come and listen that may not follow Riley and Greg because it's been a while. So if you're on my channel and you're watching, please consider subscribing to Down South Supernatural. We do a lot of our filmings together, especially the larger places. It's just helpful to go with a team. And if you're new here, we do investigations together, but I guess you could call me and V a team. V's here with me now. And yeah, I'm a psychic medium that specializes in the paranormal because we have new people coming through these lives all the time. So it's sometimes good to introduce myself, I guess.
That's right.
That's exactly right.
Thank you for the shout out. Emily, unfortunately, was under the weather on Lights at Midnight. If anybody doesn't know, Lights at Midnight is my psychic paranormal podcast that I host alongside Emily, the fine art medium. We went into a bunch of stuff. It's a lot of learning about the paranormal and psychic abilities, especially in season 1. And we've stopped doing the podcast side of it so much, and we're focusing more on YouTube. But eventually, we're going to get that podcast side back up, and we've got some ideas of where we're headed for season 3 for the audio only part of that. So I ended up having to do it myself Monday, and we had stories, people call in. A lot of them were friends of mine. Everybody was friends of ours. So thank y'all for stepping up and allowing us to have that kind of show. Thank you,
great.
Riley and Greg, for being there. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was great.
We've been saying that same thing for a while. We'd love to have a call in where people would call in and tell stories. That was really kind of when we started doing this. That's what we wanted to do. Yeah, and it kind of fizzled out. I'm gonna turn that heat off.
And phone time.
Yep. And basically, yeah. So it was a lot of fun. Thank you guys. Whoever showed up that's in the chat over on Riley. Yeah, on Riley and Greg's side, thank you. I had to put on my best streamer face because it'd have been really boring to sit there and watch me just stare off into space with no facial expressions. So I tried really, really hard.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the program. I just wanted to lay all that out there before we got started. I know we got some cool things to talk about.
I like ghosts.
He does like ghosts. Nobody can doubt that Joker likes ghosts.
I respect that.
He definitely likes ghosts. I love it. Did you hear me say I made you a shirt this morning?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Oh,
I made that Joker shirt. Can anybody guess what it says on it?
He likes ghosts.
I like ghosts.
I like ghosts.
There you go.
My name is V, and I like ghosts.
We need a name tag now.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
Yeah, that's exactly what you need.
I would get into places discounted.
Yeah, probably. Speaking of getting into places, y'all, can we go ahead and talk about that, or do y'all want to wait and unfold some? I saw something pop up on there. I know you want to talk about first that broke everybody's heart as we watched it hit the ground. Do you want to talk about that first and then get to the big news? I think we probably should do it that way.
Yeah. I say we another thing we figured out is when we play videos, you guys can't hear them, I don't think.
So, okay.
I'm just curious if it works tonight. Let's see.
Yeah, I really dislike StreamYard for sure.
I can hear it.
Can y'all hear that?
That is Bobby Mackey.
So yeah, this is the end of an era. I think this was yesterday.
So all of that's probably gone.
Oh no, it was gone in about 45 minutes. It was on the ground. So it's been. So when did we go to Bobby Mackey's?
We went
Well,
June
If anybody sees
9th.
any ghosts flying out of the roof, let me know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like
Exactly.
I stopped the
You know, the
last
funny thing I told
watching
I can't remember her name when the live was going on, the lady doing the filming.
Laura.
Yeah, she was in tears about it, but they've been doing investigations and stuff there for 10 years. I think 10 or 12 years.
yeah.
It breaks my heart, honestly, but it's probably for the best because
See
whatever
all
was
that
Bobby
history
Mackey's
gone. Yeah, that's terrible.
So Bobby Mackey's is finally gone, everybody. And they've been talking about it for over a year. And like I said, this happened this week. I'm just curious if the guy running that excavator tearing it down, I can guarantee you he has no clue of all the spirits around him right this minute.
Yeah.
At least they're doing it during the day.
Hey, can y'all hear us?
Hello?
So they're about to hit the old house from the 1920s.
Uh-huh.
Gone.
So I didn't realize there was an actual house
That's history
inside there.
gone.
There's a house inside of there.
So there was a house. She said there was a house in there from the 1920s. I guess they built around it.
Yeah.
A little bit closer, there'll be in that block room that we were in that a nasty spirit decided to be in there.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the ceiling on the men's bathroom? It's old from the old.
I'm just fast forwarding to get it on out of the way so we can talk about it. But yeah. So what was the fella's name who lived up in who was actually got possessed that lived in the top?
Carl Law.
Yeah, you can actually see part of their apartment now before they tear it down. You actually, when they were working, you could see them pull out a big bath. Excuse me. They pulled out a big old bathtub that come out of that apartment. Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, there it is. I think they said they were going to keep the outside, the front wall part of it. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Can y'all hear me now? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
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 So, yes, they're supposed to be keeping that front wall because if they lose that front wall, which is part of the room of faces, then they have to move the building back closer to the railroad tracks. And they're trying
And they
to
don't really have room.
Right. And so they're trying to save that front retaining wall because it will grandfather them in. Because if that county or whatever city wants to bring in like widen the road, they'll have to go around it. So
yeah.
But it broke my heart.
You know, I seen that you guys messaged us with that earlier, like when I first got on the live, and I actually left your live to see that, like right before, like I hopped on the chat, and that, man, it took a little piece of me just there.
Yeah, it did.
Oh yeah, it's something.
It's horrible.
They were over what
that
you don't
really
see in this parking lot. Yeah, in the parking lot behind the lady who's doing the recording, there was at least 100 people there watching this happen.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were people who have been there investigated before, who, the locals.
Yeah. I'm just very thankful that this spontaneous hair up my butt ended up getting us there.
Yeah, I am too.
Absolutely. I don't think we could have timed that any better at all.
No, we couldn't have.
And I'm thankful for the people that helped me get to Beth, because I did get an update from Beth, the client, that the reason I went to Kentucky in the first place wasn't for Bobby Mackey's for me. It was for Beth. But while I was there and only an hour away, I had to go to Bobby Mackey's since they were tearing it down, because it's just a bucket list, right? Well, Beth gave me an update, and some things have shifted in the house in terms of who stays and who goes. I'm not going to put all of her stuff out there, but I will say this. She says the activity has calmed down so much. So I was so thankful to hear that. And there's some, so she's actually doing a lot better. I do have a audio only testimony, or story rather, of what Beth has went through. And that is a video that will come out eventually on the Luminary Luna Beams because it's one of my cases. But yeah, I just wanted to say that while I was there.
Nice.
Hey, sis.
That's good to know.
That is.
Because that was hands down one of the best investigations we've done to date.
That really was.
You popped her name up there. How'd you do that, Riley?
All you gotta do is touch the caveat. If you touch the caveat, you could pop them up.
Uh-huh. Oh, he thought he could send her a heart sign or something with that.
Hey, Alexis, can I send her a heart sign?
You just did.
How?
She heard you.
Yep,
can you hear us? I turned the microphone down.
I hope she can, because I
Yeah,
just
I can
made
hear
her
you.
grin.
I was hoping it wouldn't pick up the other voices. Uh-huh.
Yep, it sounds good.
Okay. Well, so I got it turned down, so maybe you won't hear yourself too terribly bad.
Oh, it was good.
You guys sound great tonight.
But yeah, it's a sad situation. Maybe like again, I don't think this place will never not see activity. I feel like so they did cover up the portal, quote unquote, portal to hell with a steel plate.
Okay.
That room was more important to them than any other room. Personally, I think the room of faces was the craziest.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah, that may tell.
But who's to say that it's not going back and forth between,
let's not forget the creepy corner.
Yeah, I mean, all that's going to be gone, but there's still an energy resonance because this stuff is like seeped into the land. Me and Emily did that too, and a lot of environmental factors. And me and Emily ended up channeling in, and we predict that this place will still be haunted after. It will shift and change with the newness, but it's like a black ooze that's going to seep back in. And I do think they're going to continue to allow paranormal investigations in the basement when they reopen. They're going to do something. If they're keeping the portal to hell, it's just so interesting. They want to keep that. It's like maybe it's for the business side of wanting to put the building back in the same spot, but there's a edged thing here. So I have a feeling one day we may be able to return. I'd like to see this building built by the beginning of 2026.
Yeah.
The way they build now, it won't take long to build. Is permits and everything else is what takes so long this day and time.
Yeah.
A commercial site that, used to take 18 months to build gets built in 6 months now. But it takes another 6 months to get permits and paperwork in line.
Yeah.
I deal with it every day. But yeah,
that's about how long it took after they went out of business or stock closed for business was June 30th. It's now December. So
yeah, it takes forever. Too much government involved. Never mind. I ain't gonna get on that kick. Don't
do it.
No, we're in the Christmas spirit here. No Ebenezer tonight.
Yeah. Father Spooks will get off course quickly if you talk about the government.
That's the shirt we need to make you, a Father Spooks shirt. I'm telling you, it's so crazy because Papa Spooks is what's his name? Colin's daddy goes by Papa Spooks. Well, I called you Father Spooks because y'all have somewhat of a resemblance with your haircut, the way you wear your hair on your face, and stuff like that. I mean, y'all don't look exactly the same, but that's why I started calling you Father Spooks.
It's starting to catch.
Yeah, because you reminded me of Colin's dad for a bit there. But there is a difference. I know some people agreed with me in the chat and stuff, but before or whatever. But anyways, we've been working hard behind the scenes trying to find our Appalachian Nightmare Before Christmas location. I guess before we talk about, I know you got some stuff you want to share, and I guess I'll go ahead and share at least my part. I contacted.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
what the big dog ate.
Yeah. I'm saving the big dog for last here. Hopefully, we're fingers crossed. So I thought, Greg and Riley were getting back in touch with Madison Dry Goods, which was featured on 28 Days Haunted Netflix series. And it's in Madison, North Carolina, which is right next to Stokes County, which is where I suffered from all of my hauntings and stuff.
Our crazy neighbors.
Yep, crazy neighbors. V's actually from there. It explains a lot. You said it. Crazy neighbor. Anyways, I'm kidding. Point is, I contacted a local paranormal group, 2 females, Kimberly and I can't remember. Brittany probably knows the name of the other lady because I think me and her talked about it. I'm awful with names, and I think that's who I've been speaking with um, about going to the old courthouse in Danbury, North Carolina, in Stokes County, and I said, do y'all know how we could get into that location? Is it possible? They're like, yes, we've actually done investigations there. And I asked them about the date and I asked them about filming. So we're still waiting on filming privileges, but she also gave us another location, which is literally you can walk to it in the little town street there. It's the art gallery. And I think Kimberly, or the woman I'm speaking with, owns the art gallery too, and it's Stokes County Paranormal. Really nice girls. A matter of fact, they're down to even like go places. Once we meet them and get to know them and stuff, I think they may be good allies and maybe even good friends to
Nice.
pair up and go places with. So that's great, but unfortunately, like, we were down for the 21st. Everything was set for the 21st, but it's a 3-hour investigation. I would hope maybe we can push it out to 4, but if not, we can do both locations. So location, since they're so close together, do like a double location in the same night. That way, I told them my East Coast friends, they're going to drive up and maybe we can do them both. They said it's feasible. The art studio is okay with filming, but we're still waiting on the permission to film for a video in the courthouse. So we at least got one location in Stokes County, probably both 3 hours.
I think we have to have a permit submitted like
Not
10
for-
days prior
Not for this.
for the courthouse.
Not for this.
It's not?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not that any permits would have been a hanging rock, but also too, Brittany's been working behind the scenes trying to get us some places going. That's a little bit more complex, and it's not my story to share, but Brittany has been working hard and maybe landed like a nice little hike, but there is no filming for profit allowed there. Only vlogging. So that would be more of a recount than an actual like filming experience if we do it. I hadn't even talked to V about that yet, I don't think, because he's been on his work week, and but the only downside is a couple days ago I got a message from the gal and she said, unfortunately, we're not available till December 27th after Christmas. Anytime after that's good. And I was like, womp, womp, womp. But cool thing is we found a couple places at least in Stokes County, which is close by for us, and in the county like I'm really want to do like a big piece on. I want to try to tie it all in together and kind of make almost a documentary style type thing, because I've got history there. V's got history there. There's just a lot there to uncover. I've already kind of attempted to do it in that 3-hour long podcast for Lights at Midnight that I kind of sent to everybody and, asked them to listen if they'd like with their leisure, because it's long. It's the one featuring Brittany and Ethan, which are the couple that's filmed with us at St. Albans and Bobby Mackey's. But we've been left without a place to go on my end for our Appalachian Nightmare Before Christmas. Thank you, Connie, for the everybody likes it, so I guess that's what we're rolling with. And thank you, Connie, for the suggestion. So this is where I shut up and y'all take over.
So like you, we've been working hard trying to really our part is immediately after last Wednesday Night Live, Thursday morning, I don't know, mid-morning, I called Madison Dry Goods, which is in Madison, North Carolina. I do not know much of the history on it, just other than what I've heard. Dylan got us on it a few years ago.
Yeah.
And Riley's called. They should know you by name.
I've called them a bunch.
Anyway, very nice people. I'm not 100% sure, but I think there may be a new owner there. I don't know how long he's been there. His name is Smitty. It's his first name. So he owns it now. He may have owned it for the last 10 years. I don't know, but they were making out like he's the new owner. New owner means very recent to me, but he works a full-time job somewhere else. So I've sent him numerous. When I say numerous, I've sent him at least 6 personal messages, and I've called the store 5 times. Yeah. And so I've sent him messages, and he's not responding. Today, I actually called the store, talked to a manager lady. I was like, "Is something happening with your messaging system?" She said, "I don't think so." So what she recommended us do, she actually texted him while he was at work today, with my contact information, just in case he's not getting the messenger messages. I still haven't heard from him yet. But she said, what happened? She said, now evidently there's a museum upstairs. Is that right?
Yes. So the second floor is a big open space, and then there's a hallway with different they were bedrooms when it was a hotel back. That was the first thing it was, because it was back there in the tobacco trade, and that's where they have a bunch of artifacts and creepy stuff. You cannot go into those rooms because they're blocked off. So you only have access to the big floor and the hallway, and the third floor is off limits. But the third floor is where you see the 28 Days Haunted, like where the guy gets supposedly like possessed, has to go to the hospital with heart trouble. I leave that there. Yeah.
So what is the third floor? Is it an open space or rooms or what?
It's like an attic, and I don't know how many rooms are up there, but I know it's like an attic open space.
So she said what people do, they actually just show up now.
Wow.
They show up, they let you go up in the museum, bring your equipment or whatever, and go at it. Because I was trying to convince her that, hey, we'll be recording and doing a little investigation, no seances or nothing like that. And she was fine with it. I said, but I would really love to hear from the owner, because I'd really love to, she said they don't like to do anything now, if it's private, more than 2 hours. I said, we're cool with that. We'll take whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, I think Saturday they close at 6. So I told her, I said, look, 6 to 8, 7 to 9, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever you'll let us do privately, we'd rather do that. But worst case scenario, sounds like we can just show up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could show up if they want us to do it from like 6 to 8 or like 6:30 to 8. We could show up at 5 and like go ahead and get up there and start kind of working, and getting set up. That way we're ready. I'm down. I almost cried, because you can't get in there. Like, it's just almost impossible. I got a flat out no when I went. Absolutely not. I mean, I tried everything. I'm like, I've lived in Stokes County. I've had this happen. They were like, you'll have to talk to the new owner. So there was a man, older gentleman that I spoke with. I don't think his name was Schmitty, but the interesting thing is, I wonder if Schmitty is the same Schmitty that owns Schmitty's Grill in Kernersville, which is a county down below, which is super popular in Kernersville, North Carolina. And if so, I wish I was still friends with the person that worked there for about 4 or 5 years, because that would be, if it's the same Schmitty, which is a very interesting name to have, because this guy's called Schmitty too. I mean, this is
not a lot of Smitties in the world, I wouldn't think.
No, I'm wondering if it's the same guy. Honestly,
Schmitty may not.
So
I'll have to look it up.
She told me today, hey, he works a full-time job. He's hardly ever here. So that was probably why he wasn't getting messages. But we shall see. I've been checking my phone a lot more than I usually do, just waiting for that message. But I told her I'd be calling her back tomorrow at lunch. She said, okay. So the way I see it, we'll talk about it and see how y'all feel about it. Riley and I are planning to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's 40 minutes from my house. Let's, what's LFG?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
LFG.
We're going to go. And like I said, she said, as long as you get here before they close, you can go up there. So I said, well, we're kind of a big deal. She started laughing. She said, I just want to make sure you're not doing seances and Ouija boards and stuff like that. I said, no, we don't. No,
I can if you want me to.
We don't usually roll that way.
No,
I'll do it. Casey,
tell them how much you like ghosts.
Yeah.
You got to tell them.
But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm down. Let's freaking go. That was the big news. And I mean, it might not sound super big to the folks listening, but I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm going to exclamation point this. They were not letting nobody come in at all. If we're going in and filming, we already only use our cell phones anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, probably go in light, take like limited stuff, and just roll
Mhm.
with it. If they don't let us do a overnight, like not an overnight, but a private, it would be ideal to do a 2 hour. And honestly, I can take y'all to the graveyard of interest. I'm not going to state anything else online, just the graveyard of interest. But I told Riley that it's associated with Madison Dry Goods. I can take y'all there, and I can drive by on the same road where the farm was, and we can kind of like, just check it out. But we've got 5, 10, max 15 minutes. We need to bring some type of flowers. And we'll have to do it during the day
Sure.
and
Yeah.
kind of make it look like, because I don't know how many people are going, but we're going to have to go try to fit in one vehicle, even if there's a store up the road. So like literally a mile and a half up the road max, that we could leave if we're going in separate vehicles, we could leave a car and just kind of pile in like a bigger SUV, and then one car only, because I don't want to deal with the cops. Not these cops.
I've got
You're gonna force me to get the tags on my truck.
Oh Lord, oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
speaking of cars, ours finally took a crap yesterday.
Yep, I broke down.
Yeah.
Let you go, huh?
She was telling me about that.
Dang.
Yeah, but we think it's just the alternator. I mean, he got it started up. The gecko guy, the gecko guy stopped behind him and actually gave him a jump. But yeah, the alternator's kaplooey. So we've got to go on Rock Auto and order an alternator and stick that bitch in.
Rock Auto.
That's good. If that's all it is, that's good.
Yeah,
I
still
hope
got
so.
to get a radiator, but we're still working on that. It's just so much, and then
Oh,
our
we're good. Look,
tires.
it's cold weather now. You don't really need a good radiator right now.
Yeah, you're right, because we've been riding on that beach for about 600-800 miles.
Yeah. That's
The
right.
problem is
Just keep a
having
little bit of
different
water
one.
in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're doing.
Really, this time of year when it's so cold, you can run it without water in it.
You know, my car's right now, but I've been bragging on it all day long.
Oh, it's a great car. It's a Toyota.
Like, it's incredible how many
They're
people,
tough.
like my new hires, they come in and a lot of them are driving Camrys. Like Camrys are definitely one of the best cars Toyota's ever made.
Oh, they're tough. All Toyotas are tough. Actually, where I work, all the office personnel vehicles, they've switched to Toyotas also. I don't know the name. Is it RAV4? RAV
Yeah,
something?
I think it's RAV4.
Yeah,
I ain't sure.
I don't complain because it doesn't cost me to drive it, so I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's completely understandable that they would switch. Like, I don't blame them. I wish Amazon could do Toyota.
Yeah. Toyota's the stuff. We're definitely
Yeah.
Toyota people.
That's
But
good.
yeah, that is our Appalachian Nightmare Before Christmas. We're just going to wing it. Honestly, I'm considering getting down in my city and start mingling and talking to people. I'm definitely going to start networking and try to kind of get in places to help people. Yep, that's them. And that's the
Okay.
courthouse.
So
That's
now
the Danbury courthouse.
I guess there's probably an old jail in it also.
Yeah.
Probably. It is an active government building.
Okay.
Nobody's there Saturday night. That's why, and they've allowed this. And Danbury's so small, it's very hilly. Like you're going.
It's a very haunted place.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I
I
think
bet
that's
it is.
Kimberly right there in the graveyard, the young lady up there. So, I don't know if they have a YouTube page or anything. I haven't checked. I sent them both of our YouTube pages so they knew what we were about and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, that's the girls now for the whole team there for Stokes County Paranormal.
Okay.
Don't wandering off
So
in
that's
the woods
neat.
around here either.
That's the courthouse.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I drove past it
It is
last night.
beautiful.
I slowed down.
The columns
and
on
stared
that
down a
building.
little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yep. It's not super huge, but it's pretty big. I mean, it's
What we got
Pretty
here?
good size for the town.
I don't know. What is that?
All right, me like it.
Got a little doll action here. Yeah, I don't
like
know.
ghosts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So they got
I like
pop up.
ghosts.
Okay, that must be a local. Look at there.
Oh, nice.
It's a very old grave for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them up there. And see,
I live beside of a graveyard that was abandoned.
if now Crossover Paranormal Society is based out of Mount Airy. I used to watch their lives. They were at the Trivet Clinic Festival, and they go into Stokes County. And there's John's old stone house that's half fallen down. Brittany knows a lot about that. Then right across the street, there's. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, making sure V was asking. And right across the street, there is a tiny little cemetery that they've run paranormal investigations in, like right off the side of the road. And there's a bridge down there that they've run paranormal investigations on. I mean, the thing is like when y'all come out here, maybe we could try, and we could drive down Payne Road too. I don't know about parking. That's something I'll have to talk to V with, but there's a whole legend behind Payne Road, and it's all within like what?
More talk.
Sounds painful.
There's like all kinds of like there's some
Madison
Civil War stuff there, and there's some Native American things that's happening.
It's a park though. It's Parks and Recreation, so we'd have to have a permit to film. Yeah, so if y'all didn't know, what's that old Stokes County Jail?
Yeah, look at that building. Wow.
What's that? Oh, we need to go there.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
So evidently they did a Halloween live stream investigation there.
So I need to talk to them about getting in there too, because maybe we can make this a 2-day. Well, it's all after. The problem is though, we can't do if we could do it all in the same weekend. If y'all could come up here for 2 days, we could knock all of it out probably. But I'm gonna ask them about that too. They didn't tell me about that place.
Oh, they're Madison Dry Goods
At night.
Yeah. Shout out Stokes County Paranormal for sure.
Yep.
I bet they can tell you some stories.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wow.
There's big paranormal groups around here. I met one through one of my friends one time before me and her started getting into it, and we haven't seen them since, but they're still into it. I'd be interested in getting up and seeing.
I don't even know who the hell you're talking about.
We met through Clint.
So it looks like they have ghost tours at the courthouse. Oh, that was October, I said.
Yeah, and that's more for. I made it apparent, like we like our. I mean, I don't care if the girls hang out. I would love for them to investigate with us if we go. Obviously, if it's their property, I think the art shop, and then they're affiliated, so they'll probably have to stay with us. Somebody would, but I told them, we got all of our own equipment and all that kind of stuff. So we're interested into like lockdown type stuff.
Yeah.
I want to overnight with some ghosts.
They said,
that's right.
I told them about Ohio State Reformatory and how we were planning on going sometime next year. And they said that's a bucket list location for them. So situations like that, big places like that, specifically, the more the merrier, because obvious reasons.
Speaking of that, the manager there, she emailed me yesterday and she said, hey, you need to pick you a spot because spaces are filling up. Said she keeps on a list and she'll give she keeps the list going, and every 90 days she redoes it. So she didn't want to I said, we haven't forgot about it. We just hadn't come together on a date yet. I mean,
February 23rd or 26th is a Sunday. I think my phone literally just died. I need you to go to our Appalachian Nightmare YouTube page and follow the chat. You're a moderator.
What?
Yeah, I'm running it on our Appalachian Nightmare so everybody on our side can get updates because they're big updates. I haven't run it in a while.
I'm trying to watch Down South Live.
He's a pain in my arse.
The only thing that scares me about is that the February is the weather. And it may be perfectly fine. You never can tell. But I know up north, boy, they get it. They get it.
Yeah, that's the only concern, too.
The only thing that scares me is there won't be no ghosts.
Is the price.
Yeah.
That's what scares me because I don't know. There's some things happening behind my scenes with all car Christmas and stuff. Like, I've got to ride the wave here. I'm trying to ride the wave here. That's my only concern because that place is crazy. Just like Brushing Mountain, we're going to need 10 every bit of 10 or 12 people to go before us to be able to afford it, because we have to rent a vehicle. We don't have a choice.
If we timed it right, it would look like we all went there on our own.
Yeah.
That makes
just
sense.
have a surprise group investigation at the end.
That would work.
Yeah, probably
That-
not.
that's
Too small.
If Santa brought us an RV, we could pick them up on the way to damn Ohio State.
Yeah. 8 miles a gallon, boy. Let's go.
That's about what it is too.
But
I'll try like 5 now.
but you don't have to pay for a place to sleep. Well, you do, but no, you can sleep in Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel.
What's up, Big Dylan? You ain't late. As long as we're up here, you ain't late.
The
You're
big,
right on time. The big deal.
big deal. Did you say we got Madison?
Well, we got it, but we don't have it the way we want it yet.
Yeah. We're gonna go
I ain't giving up.
some way.
I actually told him I'd donate to his favorite charity, whatever it took.
Yeah. Hell,
Father Spooks is I'm trying everything.
hell, we'll even bring him a freaking covered dish.
Yeah. You better stop with that. Somebody might be listening and take offense to that. That's an inside joke, y'all. I'm sorry. I bet Angel knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, I know he does.
That cover dish sent us out of there.
Yeah, I know. We got kicked out of the chat within minutes, if that.
Now I'm curious. Y'all telling me off camera now. I gotta know.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to tell you off camera. So
Stop.
people will probably judge us for sure.
Yeah.
Just ain't
I'm
the place.
only judging the ghosts.
Thank you, man. You took it away.
I really think we're going to get some good stuff. Like, it's coming closer to the darkest point of the year. That's the thinnest time of the veil, and I'm getting stuff every day, and it's like, wow. I'm feeling some things grow and change, and the communications are becoming very a lot clearer than they used to be.
Well,
So astrologically, what are we looking at next Saturday?
Well, it's the winter solstice, first of all. And you have a lot of times it's a pagan tradition celebration, but it's also it's the darkest day of the year.
The coming of Saturn.
And it's meant for a lot of good things, but there's also darker meanings to it. Astrologically, if you look at the moonology aspect of it, running into that's the balsamic, kind of like the last quarter moon. I'm sorry, yeah, third quarter moon, last quarter moon into like the darkest hour, basically. That's where the rebirth happens. That's where you let everything go. Yeah, it's everything happens in the dark. The seeds, like when you plant a seed and it roots under the ground, you can't see it, but it's there type feeling. So it does hint to the darker aspect and the darker side of things, but dark doesn't always mean bad. It's dark. Yeah. Darkness brings life.
It's almost
there's a song that says, what's Disturbed say? What's the lyrics to that song?
Gosh, I don't.
In the darkest times,
it's
you forgot.
I cannot believe out of all people I forgot as much as I listen to them.
Somebody watching's got to know it. I can't remember.
You can find light in the darkness.
That's part of it. Yeah, it's a song.
I'm a light that walks through the dark. I see in the dark. I bask in the dark.
No doubt.
Love it. The night is my friend. Me and sun don't get along. I don't even wake up till the sun goes down. I guess I'm a vampire. Fuck, I don't know. Oh, whoops. I don't know.
Hey.
We made it well over 7 minutes into the live, so we're good.
Oh, we're all right. Yeah, we're all right anyway.
Yeah, we're fine.
Worst thing they can do is kick us off. It'll be all right.
Right. Then we'll just pop up somewhere else.
That's true. That's what happens.
I love that music.
Now, until I figure it out, it's going to be on my mind. The Light by Disturbed.
Oh, yeah.
Golly. Much as you've listened to that, I can't believe you don't know it.
They
I
have
put you
some
on the
very-
spot.
Yeah, every
very
time somebody
very-
puts me on the spot, I freeze up.
Yep. So give me a rundown. So what are you thinking, like schedule wise? Let's just say we end up having to be there at 3 or 4 o'clock Saturday if we can't get in on our privately.
So I would highly recommend, if they close at 6, definitely being there at 3 or 4 o'clock. If you want to go to the graveyard, though, we definitely need to do that during the day because we will get ran out of there. It's not a big graveyard. There's a house literally right beside the driveway. You have to drive down to get to it.
We'll bring them a covered dish.
Yeah, right. You know, we'll bring them some money or something. I don't know. But yeah, like that. Unless we talk to the people, there's a lot of very Christian people there, so that's totally against. It's a very Christian-y county, you know. So I mean, you're in the country. You see what I'm saying? So
old
Look,
school.
I'm just gonna be telling them we're doing a documentary.
but you can't. It's posted everywhere. Me and my sister went to the graveyard. It's posted everywhere. Used to be able to go out there.
I hope
We
your
can go.
sister comes next Saturday.
Yeah, she may not. She works a lot, and weekends she rests.
She probably would if she didn't think you were coming.
I can't get her to go ghost hunting with me, so probably not. But because she just don't prefer it as much as I do.
Edna, I got a star on my forearm.
She said a down south tattoo.
A down south? You mean like?
I'm surprised they hadn't got one by now. Also,
yeah, that is surprising.
Andrew's talking about them tacos and opening that third eye for some reason.
Oh gosh, you got to let it spray. What the fuck, Angel?
Man, if I ever get another tattoo, it's definitely gonna be a burrito with an eyeball in it.
Oh, I support that, V.
I thought you would have one that said, I love ghosts.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I kind of didn't think I had to mention that.
I
said it enough already. I like ghosts.
That's better. That has
What the heck? So now that you said that, Alexis, we got to know. We'll let Chastity tell it. She said you went ghost hunting with you and she broke out in full body hives.
Well, we just went to check it out. Like, we didn't technically ghost hunt. I recorded, and I think I brought my little ghost hunt thing, like the little app or something. But we were just going to check it out to see what I felt. And in that episode, so me and my sister completely like dead tired the next day. It was almost like we had a tiny cold, but my sister's eyes got really rashed and like broke out, and something was going on with my vision too. Now that I think about it, I can't remember what. And then during the recording of me talking about Madison Dry Goods and my experience there, and then a week later or earlier, we had sat down with Brittany and Ethan, and while we were channeling in about the whole Lawson Family Massacre thing, Emily and Brittany both had some type of heat on the both sides of their faces. Both Emily and Brittany are very clairsentient, which means clear feeling in the body. Like people, they absorb energy with their body. And they both ended up with some type of rash or scratch on their back during the actual recording. Emily's in Philly. I'm down here, and me and we're in central North Carolina. So, I mean, you know, we're all in different places. Like Brittany and Ethan are like an hour away from me. And then Emily's 6.5 hours away from me. And that actually happened talking about this. These are where my roots started for the most part. Like, so I have to be very careful because it's a similar energy. There's not something, a lot of it's tied in together. Like I said, it's almost like when I think about this place energetically, it's meant to bring people down. It's cursed. I think this land is cursed. Honestly, it's like black roots, and it touches people's lives and it sucks you in. You never leave. Like,
I didn't start my life till the day I left.
Yeah, you don't leave this town. It's one of those types of towns. And like during this little documentary thing that I did back in 2022, it's been 2 Christmases ago. I go back up to Walnut Cove because this was when my mom was still living, and her and Larry, you know, are in Walnut Cove. My mama ended up there somehow with Larry. And I mean, they were life partners for 15 years and they wasn't always up there, but she ended up moving up there. Even a lot of the girls that I went to high school with in a different county ended up with Stokes County boys, and at least marrying them, if not divorcing them. I don't know what it is, but something keeps always pulling you back. People that stay there, they stay there, and they have their lives destroyed. Also, if you listen, I have to be very careful about how I say this, but if you listen to that podcast, it's episode 5, season 1, Lights at Midnight, either on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcast. There's audio interferences too during it when we talk about it, and there was nothing we could do about it. But the unaliving rate was extremely high, and it's across
highest in the state for a long time.
Yes, and Brittany is related to Charlie Lawson, and she was talking about how, because that's what he did. He unalived his family, all of them, but his eldest son that was out getting more rabbit shoot because they were hunting rabbits, and he unalived his whole family and then unalived himself, and it goes through the family lineages. There's big names up there.
It was like a hillbilly Amityville.
Yeah. So, yep, that's the graveyard. But that, like, they're all buried side by side in that plot. So all 7 of them, I think it's 7. The baby's buried with the mother because there was a young child there.
Yeah.
And it's right off a road. I'm not going to say the road here, but it's literally, it's only 15 minutes. It's 16 minutes from where I live right now.
Okay.
Wow, that's not far.
It's not far.
It's what
So
happened.
this is
Definitely an awful part of that history. But what I can definitely attest to is it's much older than what happened to them. Like this land has a severe curse on it, particularly on residents that were born and raised there.
So it's the 95th year since this happened.
Yep.
95 years this month.
Wow.
1929.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
So it's old. I mean, it's old school. They were buried by the Masonic Lodge. They pulled the money together. That's why there's a Mason symbol on the thing. There's a lot of things there too. Again, Lawson's
I
big
see
name.
that now. I hadn't noticed
Yeah.
that. You see that symbol?
Big cover up.
Yeah.
No, they paid for it, but
real.
the crazy thing is, the cemetery is super close to where the farm was, and there's still a farm there, from my research. But it's not the same house, of course. They made this house like a sideshow. They even left the cake that the eldest daughter had made, a raisin cake. They even left the cake with like a dome over it, and people would take a quarter to go into the house to see the crime scene. Like, and if 5,000 people showed up at the funeral, well, the crazy thing is, the funeral was at Madison Dry Goods, because Madison Dry Goods was built as a hotel for the tobacco farmers that did all that. Once it closed down as a hotel, it opened up as a funeral parlor, funeral home, and then it turned into the dry goods store. So the Lawson family, their funerals were held in Madison, which is in Rockingham County, which is the lower Saurtown. You have upper Saurtown and lower Saurtown, and this is the Indians. The Saur Indians are actually ran out by another Native American tribe. There was like massacres in this land. And Ethan, there's Brown Mountain like all over Stokes County. I mean, this is a good 45 minutes away. Ethan has shared the theory that there's the Brown Mountain might even be, he's told that on the Lights at Midnight podcast thing we did this past Monday, that he thinks that might be burial mounds. So this is sacred land.
Yeah, I heard that the other day.
Yeah, and you got Hanging Rock State Park up there too. Like, there's a lot to do, but there isn't. I mean, Walnut Cove has 3 stoplights.
It's only a lot to do if you're from there or know the area very well.
Yeah.
If you just drove through it, it would be looking like a normal, like 2 or 3 stoplight town.
Yeah, as you go up through Walnut Cove, you start getting into the mountains. Stokes County is the only county in America, the United States, that has its own mountain range, because you have Pilot Mountain too. So the interesting thing is the ley lines that V was bringing up. We're near the 37th parallel, 37th parallel. That's known to have a lot of activity. Latitude, longitude, the parallel, the one that runs long ways, longitude. Mm-hmm. That's where there's a lot of supernatural stuff, paranormal sightings, UFOs, Bigfoots, a lot of reports of that. We're at like the 36.2 parallel. So, I mean, we're super close to that. Not only that, Pilot Mountain has ley lines. It's called the Pilot Mountain Wheel, that is that has 6 locations that are like big ancient sites. And Pilot Mountain is literally, I can see it driving down 52 coming up from Winston.
Oh yeah, you can't miss it.
Yes. So the thing about Pilot Mountain, though, the thing that sits at the top of the Pilot Mountain Wheel, you'll never guess what it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's freaking West Virginia Penitentiary. It's because
really?
there's because in front of West Virginia Penitentiary there is an Indian burial mound that's about 50 foot tall.
Specifically placed.
Yes, and there's houses built all around this burial mound, and it's like a little museum. And literally right across the street is the massive. Y'all think Brushy Mountain was big? West Virginia Penitentiary puts Brushy Mountains in the dirt.
100.
Oh wow!
It's huge. Huge, and we went there for a Paracon. So there is ley lines. They form like this Pilot Mountain wheel. Another point on this Pilot Mountain wheel is Serpent Mount. Another point I think goes out into like the ocean out in Carolina, where like either the tail end of the Bermuda Triangle is, or it's out there where like where all the ships go down. So anyways, I'll stop there because he's pulled up some stuff about the Lawson family massacres.
Mm-hmm. Yes, like you said, evidently his brother turned the home into an attraction. I guess I don't know if he was charging people to go in and look at their home or not.
Yep, 25 cents.
Is that what it was? Wow.
You could.
Yep, 25 cents, and it was open for a while. People would steal the raisins off the cake she was making that day that her life was taken.
Wow.
Marion Lawson opened a home on Brook Cove Road as a tourist attraction. A cake that Mary had baked on Christmas Day was displayed on the tour. Visitors began to pick the raisins off the cake to take as souvenirs. Wow. Isn't that something?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So if y'all do come and you plan on staying like maybe the night, I don't know if that's what, give me 1 second. My son just walked in. I'm going to mute you real quick.
We're definitely going to be there early.
Yeah,
we'll try to get on up that way.
Yeah.
Probably 2.5, 3 hour drive for us, I'm sure.
Well, it's going to be for me to get to y'all is about 3.5
o'clock in the morning.
3.5 hours to drive there and back would be 7-hour trip in one day.
Yeah, we've done it. It ain't fun, but we've done it. Can't be as bad as St. Albans. Good gracious.
No.
That one put a whooping on me for about 3 or 4 days.
Hell yeah.
Y'all gonna have to
literally it did
do that
put
again
on me.
Yeah.
That was rough.
That was a late night.
Yeah.
Heck, I didn't get back until the next morning. Never mind.
And Dylan went to work. Me and Dylan went to work.
Yeah.
Bless y'all's heart.
We went right straight to work.
I overslept.
We must really love ghosts to do that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bad idea if they put an elevator in.
At St. Albans, they need an elevator.
Like on the side that's like the newer built side.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Like it wouldn't even have to be a big one.
No, not at all.
Oh, did it close?
Yeah. So I mean, we have. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to film at the courthouse, and we definitely can film at the art studio. So even if y'all can't come up and like stay a night or so, and we get it all done, I think we can plan it out to where we do both of those locations in one night. So it'll be about a 7-hour investigation total with a break in between to be able to switch from one place to another. Mm-hmm. Again, you can literally walk from one place to another. It's just literally right across the street. Matter of fact, I got family buried up on the hill up there because some of my roots on my dad's side are from Stokes County. My great grandmother, she was from Stokes County. And that's where my great grandfather met my great grandmother. So it was very interesting.
Okay.
And also too, I've said it about Stonewall Manor, Halifax County's right above it. And that literally, they have the town of my maiden name there. So, I mean, my family on Halifax, and they owned plantations out there too, which is crazy. I
Y'all
would like
spread
to,
out.
yeah, I would like to try to see if we could investigate any places in Halifax because I'd have ancestral links there.
Okay.
But ultimately, yes, if we can go to Madison Dry Goods, if y'all come up here, we will meet y'all there.
We're coming. You can count on that. Unless the good Lord takes us before that, we will be there. I'm not sure who's coming with us, but the invite is in. Dylan, Big Deal, we changed it for you, so maybe Big Deal can come.
Yeah.
Cherokee Shadows, thank you for joining us.
Hey, Cherokee Shadows, what's up?
Help to build Hanging Rock State Park.
What is that?
I was reading what Alexis said.
Yeah, our grandfather, he was part of the corps, and he helped build Hanging Rock State Park. So he would go around, they would build railroads, national parks, and stuff like that. And that's how he met my grandmother in Danbury. She was from Danbury. I can't give out too much more, but
I don't know much about that Hanging Rock Park. I mean, I heard y'all talk about it, and I've heard the name before, but I just
it's beautiful.
Now, Alexis, don't be holding out on me next weekend. You better come be with Chastity.
Hold out on you and be with Chastity. So
yeah.
Which is it?
Don't hold out on me and Chastity. Go be with her.
But yeah, we're excited. So something's going to work out for the 21st. Maybe
it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Yeah. I'm not so sure. I don't take off early Saturday morning and head on to Madison Dry Goods and find the owner face to face.
Right.
You know, and just kind of get a little feel of what's going on anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we actually got a free day Saturday. The rest of our family's doing a few other things.
Okay.
This
Saturday, yeah, we could ride on up. I would love to go. I'm the type, I don't like to go somewhere and not knowing what's going on. I like to have a semi-plan anyway.
Same. Yeah.
You know, I'd hate to, go 3 hours and we roll up in there and the owners, he shows up and like, what are y'all doing here? Because an employee said it was okay for us to do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's my worry. I mean, I could ride up there. It's not, I mean, we got to get this situation under control. We have transportation for now. It's literally like 35 or 40 minutes from my house. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if y'all want me to, I mean, we can try to do it. I can try to go, but you're going to have to drive me. We could go Saturday or Sunday and just talk to them and say, hey, you've been communicating with our friends and it's okay to do this if we come up here for a couple hours and investigate while y'all are open and just kind of get the information. So that way you wouldn't have to drive all the way out here just for that. I mean, I don't mind doing that. But if you want to, come on down.
Yeah, we're coming.
We're coming.
Cherokee Shadows we just had a cold front come through our way. Temperature dropped about 15 or 20 degrees. So it's a little bit chilly with a 25 mile an hour wind right now out of the north.
Yeah.
But so we're sitting at about 45 degrees, which is truthfully, that's warm. Have y'all had any? We had some weather in the last few weeks in a lot of 30s, some 20s at night. That's cold.
We were too.
The day I've had, buddy, I tell you,
it's cold.
I have to be outside, like training drivers, and it was pouring down rain, like very heavy, like roaring the whole building. And on top of that, like after the rain finally let up, the wind come out, and then it like cut like a knife. Like no one was prepared for how chilling that wind was going to be. Like we were all freezing our butts off.
Yeah.
And Cherokee Shadows, I found him through 305 Paranormal and Joey. He's got a YouTube channel too, guys.
Nice.
Go check him out. He wanted to start like a little thing where people submit their findings from their investigations, any evidence, and kind of like show them off or whatever to see to the people, And I submitted the Stonewall Manor apparition, I call it, in the doorway of the Confederate soldier. And me and him talks. He's a good fella. Y'all go check him out.
Nice.
Chariots
He's
of
in
Shadows.
Pennsylvania.
Okay, yeah.
He can tell us about the winter up that way.
Yeah.
It took me a second to realize who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
I was interested in a lot of the things he had on there.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good channel. Yeah, PA, they get weather like we do, unless you're in the northern part towards like the north part. So like if you're down in Philly, you can expect the weather to be very similar there as it is literally where I live, because I speak with Emily almost every day.
Snowy. Yeah.
But northern part of PA, yeah.
I'm not a snow fan. That's one thing that gets me in a cramped mood.
Yeah, I can get used to it. It's the overwhelming heat wave that I can't stand.
Yeah.
Like, I love the cold in comparison. I can put so many clothes on, but I can only take so many off.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact for sure. I don't, and really the heat doesn't bother me, but the humidity. The humidity is what's bad. But yeah, he can get snow. Driving in the snow, people are crazy. You know,
walking in the snow.
Yeah. For Riley, walking in the snow.
I'll be damned.
Are you kidding me? Like we were in those mountains. We had a Bronco, my dad and I, and we would tear it up on the hills out there.
That'd be fun, man.
Yeah, snowing meant sledding in trucks like that. It was beautiful. Like, I mean, when we got stuck, we just got out and turned the 4-wheel drives on and then drove right on out.
Do you want to build a snowman?
And when we got stuck after that, we just whipped out the snow chains.
Daggone, Chastity, you hitting it with the singing voice now. I got you.
Yep.
You were showing the shave on your live the other night or something.
Hell to the no. No. Y'all know what that's from in the chat if y'all were there Monday.
Yeah, that was good. I like I said, I'll say it again. I enjoyed that.
I did
I'm
too.
glad.
That was awesome.
I tried really hard. I was sweating almost trying to like keep everybody entertained because I felt like I needed to entertain, obviously, too. And
yeah,
I know your partner in crime.
Emily said it turned out good. So yeah, I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I want to do it more. Like I want to do that more. It's hard though, because once you go through the people that are willing to call in, then you have to find strangers. But I'm pretty good at that too. So I mean, I'm just saying, I got my ways to find people that want to share stories and build connections, because I'm about networking and supporting the community in general.
Read that.
And that's where you find your friends. I have found so many friends. I call friends, not just clients or acquaintances. I have found so many friends in the paranormal community from all over. And I hope to continue to have that grow and build a network where we can all just do better and have fun, you know. And
absolutely. That's
I do have
enjoy that meeting.
one
I like going places, meeting new folks. That's a fact. I like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got excited. But yeah, it's awesome to meet new people.
I really enjoyed your story on there, Riley. I thought it was really nice.
Yeah.
Like,
really?
Told it and everything fit really good together. Like, yeah, it turned out to be a decent story for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, man.
His phone, for some reason, the link would not work on his phone. I took my phone and hit it the first time and went right through. I don't know what was going on with his phone.
So I have issues with things like that a lot with people at work when they sign into their stuff for the first time. And I find that a lot of issues can be resolved by clearing your cookies.
That's what she said. Okay.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Totally what she said.
Sorry.
I
I
have said that on 3 different occasions today. And then finally somebody says it back to me. And it's my woman. That is amazing.
That's why we're together, babe. I guess.
Yeah.
10 long years.
That is absolutely not why we're together.
It's okay, y'all. I like ghosts.
I like ghosts too. I will say I it's not confirmed, so I'm not trying to jump the gun, but I'm excited I've been waiting for the communication, but I think I'm going to reach out to the individual that I'd be working with. But I offered to help Trivet Clinic Parafest this year with social media comings and goings, because I told them I'm not physically able to do like the work of setting up, but I can do the talking and I can help arrange, and I got 10 years of inexperience. So I've offered to do that sector, or to be part of that committee. I haven't heard back yet. I'm going to message the person I've been in contact with, because they're looking for people to do podcasts and stuff like that, which I have plenty of experience with at this time. So
we're definitely going to be reaching out to.
I want to help. Like, I want to, and build, and that's part of building the community. And I'm going to really try to get in my own area and find people or places that want to start doing investigations, because companies, it's a avenue, revenue for them, and an avenue for revenue.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to start doing something with my life and my event experience. If I could do weddings still physically like I used to, I can do them standing on my head. I just can't. I really, truly can't physically do it anymore.
No, you don't do that. You talk to ghosts. I talk to ghosts.
Yeah, that's my life's purpose. Anything else I try to do always turns to malarkey bullcrap.
If
so
I'm not getting told F you by a ghost on the box daily, it's like I'm not getting my reality in anymore.
So you're doing ghost boxes daily now?
I mean, not really daily.
Okay, I was about to say.
Every couple of days.
I bet he is. Every bathroom break at work, he's probably just out there. Necro.
Bathroom?
Yeah.
No, sometimes I'll do it right there in the training room. There's nothing.
He's got a problem, y'all.
No, it's not a problem. Never mind. I don't know. I just have a very wild curiosity about these things, and I am looking for something, and I want something intelligent. I'm not looking for residual. I'm not looking for slivers of someone's soul left behind because they're too emotionally traumatized to bring that piece with them. I'm looking for something sentient.
He's on a mission. Sentient. So
something that exists
cognizant.
with an entity. I want to speak to something like that.
Yeah.
He wants answers. He's going to try.
I don't want answers per se. I mean, I have certain answers that I need, but it's important. Like,
you want the smoke?
It doesn't have to be negative.
Smoke. I want the whole damn flame.
Ain't that the truth, Phoenix? Here.
Like you said.
I'm not saying that from a point of pride. I'm saying that from a point of
research.
It's research and it's time. Too many times have I been dealing with these things on a private basis, and I've been having them give me snippets and little teeny tiny glimpses into what they're trying to show me. And then for instance, there was a time when they could completely control me emotionally, and I ended up dealing.
Did that just say pay up?
It did sound like pay up.
Yeah.
Doing any kind of human type sex almost got me on that word. Any type of giving things up human wise, I'm not down for doing that to pay up. If you want to pay up in a way of making the world a better place, then I'm definitely down for that. I'm not down to do anything that is going to gratify you by killing a part of myself or anyone I know. That said, whatever. Yeah. That literally said pay up. That's what it said.
It sounded like it.
It did really say pay up.
Yeah.
I thought it said shut up for a second. Then it was like pay up the seat. Yeah.
It did sound just like pay up.
Yeah,
Every time V gets on the spirit box, which I have for anybody that's part of my YouTube channel membership and or Patreon membership, I think V has to put the Patreon spirit box night vision session from his phone and the night vision camera on it. I've got to get that out. I've got videos coming for each of my memberships. I'm running a little behind. I'll explain in the videos why I'm behind. Some things happened I've kind of talked about, but we got that coming out. But every time V talks to Spirit Box, he starts getting cussed out. So I don't know what's happening, but I don't play with spirit boxes in my house.
That's not really why I'm curious. Like, I know, like, what that is. They're pissed off, and that's fine. I mean, you're gonna deal with things like that when you take things away from them. They're not very happy about that, and they're dealing with it because they don't like my overall mission. Like, I was sent here to basically cause peace with people, to like show them like that unconditional love, and it gets blotted out with it. Like, they don't like it.
It switched from me to you, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like,
yeah, because the first few investigations, especially at what was the name of the
Henry River and Bobby
River. Yeah, you got some terrible, ugly words were spoken.
Yeah, called me a hog, that some bitch.
So
maybe a pit gave me. I was like,
I mean, it was talking trash. I mean, really, it was talking trash.
Oh my God, I'd smack that ghost.
Yeah,
I know.
trash.
Trash said that some bitch.
I ain't about being violent to spirits, but that is one spirit I would want to smack for saying that. I ain't gonna lie.
The only one I felt like wanting to do violent,
I ain't gonna do it,
was the one that called my daughter into using my other daughter.
Oh, I took care of her. Don't worry.
Like, I still think about that sometimes and get enraged. Like, I have to immediately tell myself to switch and not think about it, and completely like flip my train of thought, because it draws you as soon as your mind goes.
I saw it.
Like, you instantly, like, that's all you can think about.
No, not me, because I took care of it. You have to take care of it on an individual basis, because it gives you an energy thread. It's the energy thread. It's the energy.
Come after something you love.
It's an energy thread.
Fucking destroy it. You know?
Right, but it's an energy thread that's created, and you have to cut that. You have to sever that tie on your own.
Yeah.
When
I say you immediately have to stop thinking about it if you start.
You do it through visualization. Yes, that's one way, but also it will still come back until you sever the energy thread.
I've oversimplified it, obviously.
But I'm trying to explain something. It's not just for you; it's for everybody listening. It's a learning opportunity.
I'm gonna talk
No, he just don't like it when I try to educate. I'm trying to educate. Trying to educate everybody here that may not know. Some people know, some people don't. But when you have a paranormal experience and you see an entity that has a sentience and that has a power, you can have energy threads created, especially if it's emotional and it's purposeful, like that certain said situation. My two daughters, I have the oldest and my youngest child are female. It called my youngest female child into the woods, and my oldest daughter was the one that heard it, and I think my youngest daughter actually did too.
No,
and
actually,
it was Ivy
come up to me and told me something's calling me in the woods, or calling me from the woods.
That's right. It called her in her big sister's voice from the wood line. Now this was
that's wild.
Yes,
that
is wild.
Yeah, and Ivy knew where Autumn was, because this was directly after my ex-husband was found from them woods.
Yep, a few hours after.
And my ex-husband has a lot to do with my roots here in Walnut Cove in Stokes County, and we were in Stokes County, just the northern part. So when we were in the car, it was getting dark. It was like dusk, and I was pulling out. There's a graveyard from where that was being called from. They literally live next to a graveyard. Even the people that live there, the woman that lives there, she would not sleep in her bedroom because she felt something in there. And I also used to as well. When we were pulling out of the driveway, I look over into the graveyard and I point to the energy because I feel it all the way from there. As soon as I point to it in my mind's eye, or with my eyes rather, not my mind's eye, this entity lights up gray. But it's just like a block of energy. And then in my mind's eye, I see it. It's like a haggish, witchy type entity. And
I was in the woods alone with this shit, y'all.
Yeah, and I ended up taking care of that thing energetically so it would not follow my family home. I will not say what I did, but it wasn't awful, but it wasn't pleasant, because this thing come at us, bro. So I energetically took care of this witchy bitchy. Not coming home to me, not today. Wrong house, wrong person.
I can't get over the fact of the trickster part of it to get your attention, and the way it did it, dealing with flesh and blood, dealing with the most important things in your life, your children.
Yeah.
I kept seeing this thing as a woman crying, like a woman longing for her baby, and it wasn't a real vision at all. It was what it was trying to make me see.
To sympathize.
Over time, like I had it revealed, and it was like a real haggish looking thing. I don't mean to be like brutish, but it's very like it was like haggish, and it had feathers like coming out of it.
I could see that.
Like, and
wow.
Like, you know how like old people like or people who have aged so much that their backs
Hunched.
get scoliosis.
Yes, what she looks like.
It was more pronounced, almost like a bird-like features, kind of.
Me and him having
reminiscence of like creatures in video games, almost like Skyrim, but like much more. Like they're close, but not there. Like I wonder if those people who made that game know something. But yeah, that to me, that's one of my most extreme cases.
That's wild for sure.
Yeah, it's. I mean, when it comes to my daughter coming up to me and telling me that, and I'm thanking God just straight up that she is wise enough to know the difference because she knows test all spirits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't openly share every single detail with my children. And I individually share information with the child who I think may be mentally ready to understand.
Absolutely.
But my children understand there is a spirit world and that is nothing to play around with.
You don't mess with it.
So, you know, that's why, like, my son, he just turned 13. He wanted to go to the Trivet clinic with us. And I told him, I said, let me and V go first, and maybe when you get a little bit older, I'll let you go. But the basement, though, I don't think I'd want to take him down there because the basement's too draining.
Yeah, and I'm very weary to talk about child spirits when people say that there's children's spirits there, and there are, but at the same time, some things like to take the form of children.
Right, but I was led, like, I guess we're talking too much. I don't want to.
I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, y'all are fine. We're just here listening to the stories.
The one thing I will tell y'all about Trivet Clinic, which I'm going to release the top 10 paranormal captures of 2024 for our Appalachian Nightmare, or Owen. Call it Owen, AON. We're going to be releasing that first before Trivet Clinic because I just now got the hard drive last night with the footage on it. So that's going to take me a couple weeks, but they're on different ones.
I know.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm just trying to catch up with everybody.
But basically, now I can't remember.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I knew I was going to do that too.
What was I saying? Oh, the video. So Trivet Clinic will come out towards the end of the year. So I'll either make it right before New Year's or right after. The next video coming out will be the top 10. But when I was at Trivet, before I went to Trivet Clinic, I did a complete channeling session. Which I should do before every place, and I try to sometimes, but it depends on my mind frame. Well, I was here in the house, and I channeled everything in, and I read it all to V, and I think I've already said this, though, but when I got there and V went on the tour, he was kind of taken back, and the owners were, too, because in my vision, this is all I'll say.
I was taken back at the timing. I will say that because it was one of the fastest things she's gotten on location so far.
I got it before we went. I channeled before we went. Everything.
Sorry,
Everything.
I just wanted to emphasize that because it really was unique.
Yeah, I did. That's what happens when I channel prior to going. But basically, and it's a smaller place, too. You don't have a plethora of spirits. But anyways, the vision that I got was of a little girl. I was standing out in the gardens of the Trivet Clinic. This little girl in a white dress, probably about 9 or 10 years old, walked up, grabbed me by the hand, walked me around the house kind of quickly. It's not like I'm walking in this realm. I'm actually like teleported. Oh, bye, Angel.
Good night, buddy.
Good night.
And she took me to this well visually. And I could hear the water dripping. It was an old-timey well. She still had me by the hand, and we both looked down, and it was dark. And she's like, let's go. And I'm like, oh, well, let's go. And we literally went into this is crazy. We went into the well. Everything got dark. And when I come back into my vision, I was standing at the front door of the Trivet Clinic, and it was in a different era, a different time frame. It's like books of the page. We turn the page.
That's crazy awesome.
And then I went in and met all the spirits, evidently, according to what V and the owner, I still don't know because I haven't watched the footage. Evidently, from what I was getting, lines up perfectly with the spirits that have been encountered at Trivet Clinic. Now, you just gonna have to take my word on it, but it was literally, this was 100% all done prior. That's the only suck thing about not having any more eyewitnesses, because
You should have seen the look on Doug's face.
yeah, he just kept going, like his jaw kept dropping, but he didn't drop it in front of me. He looked at his friend and just was like,
Oh yeah.
but it was
Yeah.
crazy. People are gonna call me a liar. That's all I'll say. But I'll be releasing some of that footage first for members only.
But here's the thing, that people might call her a liar, but the way that she mentioned stuff was almost like word for word in the order that he was touring me.
That's weird. I didn't know that.
Like certain parts of it.
Right.
Like I'm gonna try my best to like make sure that lines up with her like talking about it like when we do the editing. But I really like of course people are always gonna say things are fake, but I mean, in the end, like only you truly do know, I guess
Well,
you could say.
I mean, people
and then the
see
people
it.
who see it and trust you, and that's.
I don't care. After, if y'all don't believe me, go watch Brad's
I'm
stuff.
just tired of fake shit on YouTube.
Yeah, that's the
I
yeah.
want to give people stuff that's real.
There's some undeniable things that you've said, and you pretty much convinced me right off the bat. So,
Yeah.
I mean, some of it when it can't be explained. I mean,
No
he's
doubt.
a flat out stranger. You have no clue what part of the world that man lives in,
Mm-mm.
and you
I
flat
went to
out
his
describe
camp,
what it
Yeah.
looks like, the floors in his house, and
the
things he's
church.
dealing with. I mean, it's just that's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
is
is. It's wild
wild.
as hell.
If he thought it was too,
We
you
don't
woke him
fully
up.
understand reality
Yeah, I
like people
did.
think we do.
Yeah, that's a definitely. I'm sorry if y'all hear my neighbor's dog, that little yapping ass thing, bless his heart. But
I love that dog though. It's a sweet dog when you get a hold of him.
But yeah, it was crazy. I just wanted to share that for a little spooky story kind of time. That's really all I've got for tonight. I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
talk a lot, but we've had a lot to talk about, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. That's the truth.
It's gonna get better, so we'll concentrate on next Saturday. Is gonna be a banger.
Yeah. Banger after banger, baby.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, let's make it happen. If y'all will just off
We're
camera,
coming.
if we need to talk about anything, just
We're
let me
coming.
know.
I'm telling you right now, we're
That's
we're
what she
coming.
said.
I
Okay.
hope
That ain't what she said.
I hope you invite Alexis.
Oh, jeez.
She's always invited. It's up to her to come. If
There
she
you
wants
go.
to come.
That's what she said.
Open
Stop
invitation.
I'll slip her $1.
That's
Pay
what
my
I always
rent.
She'll pay her
I'm
rent.
kidding. It's a joke.
say. Sorry, y'all. I've been up.
It ain't a
way
joke to
late.
him.
Hell,
He's thinking start counting money.
Yeah.
Is Riley reaching in his pocket? You better.
Oh yeah.
I was feeling on top of my wallet right now, thinking I'll have whoever I want.
Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, better tread lightly, Riley.
You think I'm feisty? Shit.
Oh, he likes them that way.
Yeah, I like them like that.
Bossy.
You say
Get
that
off.
till you're tied up in a pretzel in a corner of a room.
Oh, he would really like that.
Hey, I like that kinky shit.
Yo.
We watch way too much wrestling, so
Yeah.
I got the metal chair. I got the metal folding chair.
Oh,
from
yeah.
Walmart, $15.
Yeah. From the half Nelson
I love it.
to the Nelson. Then we forgot because it was the Nelson Mandela.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
The Nelson Mandela
Mandela effect. That has got it. Yeah.
That's funny.
But
Sorry,
yeah.
y'all. I'm bad today. My humor is like been super dry all day. It's been good to actually laugh for a little while.
He struggles from the dry Huber syndrome the older he gets, for sure.
Yeah, I think I do too. I'm getting told the same thing.
I spent way too much of my youth in solitude.
Well, it's not only that. He's shifted. I've known V for a long, long, long time, and I'm telling you, I think it's just an age thing. It's like when you stop laughing at your own jokes and you're just solemn, that's when it's extra dry. Like a damn dirty martini, extra dry.
Well, my focuses are in different directions than what they used to be. Like,
That has nothing to do with joking.
Yeah. It makes me more dry, I guess, when I try to joke, is what I'm saying.
Oh. But, yeah. Our Appalachian Nightmare Before Christmas, since as soon as we get, like, if it's nailed down and we're going to do this and have balls to the wall here, I guess I'll go ahead and release the artwork that I've made. And
nice.
Also too, I'll make sure y'all get a copy of it, and I'll get your thumbnail done. And we need to start,
y'all. Whether it's Madison Dry Goods, if it falls out for some reason, from what you guys have been saying about Stokes County, it's still coming. We can find somewhere to go.
Yeah.
It's a haunted planet, buddy. We can go anywhere on this construct.
We'll figure something out no matter what. Yeah. There's places to go. They're literally just off the side of the road, and it's public. And some of it is.
And I'm very familiar with public filming laws.
Yeah, we got that, and then what else? Last thing,
I've clacked some rocks looking for a ducky squatch in a heartbeat.
That's what she said.
Oh hell! Look at that squatch. Yeah,
I'll pinch some damn pinkies.
I'm not touching that one.
But I'm not shaking anybody's hand either after this conversation.
I
don't know where
don't do that,
Chastity. But yeah, so shit. There was something that was important. Now I forgot. We'll figure something. Oh yes, we need to start thinking about when y'all would want to come back to do, if we get the filming permission. That's what we're waiting on. When y'all want to come back to do the courthouse and the art place. I don't have a price yet either. Like, I've asked her, I don't know what they're going to charge, so that'd probably be important too. But
hopefully not an arm and a leg.
And I'm going to look into this jailhouse. I'm like, what about the jailhouse too?
Me too, Connie. Yeah, the jailhouse looks very promising.
Yeah.
Connie said she's going to have to take a shower after this conversation. I agree. My ears are stinky right now.
This conversation turned a different direction fast.
Yep. But yeah, guys, I mean, we've been on here for an hour and 44 minutes, or about an hour and 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, we really have.
I know Father Spooks has to get to work in the morning early.
Oh yeah. Got to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make donuts?
Not tomorrow. That was this morning.
Tomorrow is Thursday.
This morning started at 3 a.m.
There is good news. Tomorrow's Thursday, then Friday, and then Saturday.
Yeah.
We got something to do.
I'm not so sure I'm not going to take a little ride to Madison, North Carolina.
Yeah.
If you come up this way, y'all better let me know. I'll meet you somewhere.
Okay.
Perfect, Chase.
Because it's not far from our house.
Yes. I mean, it's not a bad ride for us. I think Greensboro's like 2 hours and 20 minutes maybe.
Oh, it would be 2 hours and 45 minutes to Madison Dry Goods probably then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if 20 minutes away from Greensboro, so.
Yeah, we might do that. Unless something comes up, we're going to plan to do that. I really want to talk to the owner.
I want to get it etched in stone.
No does not mean no.
And if y'all do come up and you want to stay, maybe we can go ahead and head to some of these graveyards and get the footage at least.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be better in a small group. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yes, though. Just remember.
He knows. Yeah. What he's going to do? Show his nips and be like, hey. Is Riley going to break out his toes? I mean.
Yeah.
Only if there's some pine trees that need coming down.
Yeah.
If people walk up, tell them you're on YouTube, you're doing YouTube. Most of them are like, yeah, I want to be on YouTube. So there you go.
Maybe we can find some people to. Thanks, Autumn Moon. She said you guys are funny. LMFAO. Yeah, the later it gets, the more we go. I've noticed that the longer I'm live, the more I can't contain who my true self is. It's kind of who I am.
Right.
Hey, Edna talking about tits. What in the world? Okay.
Oh,
that's-
pull them out.
No,
No,
easy
that's-
now. Easy now.
No, it's from Lights at Midnight, maybe, because that's what me and Emily
Well,
say.
hey.
Holy tits. Lights
Yes.
at midnight. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we say tits. So, like, when we mess up and we go to edit, we say tits, so we know where to stop in the audio. That's how it started.
I got you now.
Now
Okay.
it's became a thing. Like, we even have like a little sticker on YouTube that says tits. So that's maybe why Edna said that. If not, it's just random.
I'm sure it is.
Is it, Edna? I didn't know that. She says that's Josh's thing. He says, I did not know that. We've been saying that since 2022.
Like, some
We need to
people use it
investigate
for
with
different
Josh.
things.
I'm not big time though, so I ain't got them subscribers to pull other people in. But anyways,
We're going to get them.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to get them.
They're gonna come with time. I'm not worried about pulling in subscribers. I just want people who want to see the content and enjoy the content for now. That's all I need.
look, I just need 218 more subscribers and 600 more watch hours to get monetized. Then I don't care.
It would be.
Come on,
But we
y'all. Good for you.
lose. Yeah, we lose those watch hours starting May 24th. I can't lose those watch hours because I'll never ever get there. So after that, it's fine.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Fine.
We got to
It's
get some
fine.
help. We got to get it. We got to make it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need monster support.
I go where the spirit leads me, and right now,
Gosh, that would
like
be
this.
amazing.
Well, guys, it's been a pleasure. This is our update too for our Appalachian Nightmare. That's why I'm running on both channels because we had a bunch of things to talk about and update. Sorry, I didn't get ready to have my face on the live, but I wasn't ready tonight. I've been working a lot. I'm working on finishing up my moon class and finishing up my moon journal, making good headway. Spirit's really helping me with that and like getting it
Nice.
all
It's good. That's good.
organized, plus some other projects I can't even talk about behind the scenes on personally and trying to get a bunch of things going. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to do a lot of work and now I've got to start editing. So yay,
Get to it.
tips.
And hopefully, new ideas for Patreon coming up soon.
Gonna have to make stickers of ghosts with yes. Please, Alexis, make
I'm already working on that.
we need
actually.
stickers.
I absolutely have been.
But yeah, guys, I love you all. Good night. Much love and light.
Yeah, you
All right, y'all. Thank you for getting on it.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Thank
it.
y'all.
We
We would be
appreciate
very
y'all.
boring without y'all.
Well, I tried. I like getting on here with y'all and talking our stuff. We got a lot going on. We're gonna make it happen.
Nice.
No doubt.
All right. Well, thank y'all. And we suck.
We do suck.
We do suck. We're terrible. So yeah, well,
Stay-
y'all hadn't got up here.
stay
No,
spooky.
she. Oh, I thought B said that's what she said.
You should have.
I thought about it, and then I was like, no, maybe not. You don't overuse it, and then you miss it on the best opportunities.
That's what she said. Good night.
That's great.
Good night, y'all.
Good night. Oh man, that's too much fun.
That was.
I'm telling you.
It's too much.
V missed
fun.
that. When I said it, I figured he was going to be right on top of that. I really did. I
He
said, why did I
always
say that?
is.
Because here it comes.
You signed up for it, didn't you?
I did. All right, y'all. Well, another one's come and gone. This is episode 88. We're going to end it here. We thank y'all for getting up here, and keep your fingers crossed for us. We're trying to get into Madison Dry Goods
Yeah.
next Saturday. And if we, like I said, if we don't make it, Riley and I, and we'll see who goes with us. We'll be heading that way.
Yeah.
And we'll go somewhere. It sounds like Stokes County's promising anyway, no matter where you go in Stokes County. So,
Yeah.
we'll find somewhere to pull over and see what we can connect with.
Communicate with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close it out, brother. I'm ready to go get me a little shower and take a little nap.
And until then, you can catch us all at that down south out.
Good night. Thank y'all.